So this is the site that I use when I need to figure out when the Jewish feasts and festivals are. And so it puts together the Gregorian and the Hebrew calendar. And so this is the site that I use. So we made all those videos in August. I wanted to prepare you about that guy Joshua who had come up with a date when he said the rapture was going to be. I had that video that I apologized if you were duped, and I told you that I recorded that before the 23rd and 24th of September were over, but it aired after that. I had another video that said I knew he was lying, and then I had another video that aired before the 8th of October, which is his new fake date, saying that he's still lying and there isn't going to be a pre-tribulation rapture on October 8th. I think that's the date that he picked. So first off, I'm going to say something that sounds mean. This man Joshua is either not very bright or he knows nothing about Judaism, or it's a combination of both. I tend to think it's a combination of both. I want you to think about this because we're talking about this one more time because there's something very significant about the calendar that you have to realize that I didn't share in any of those other videos. So first off, the only reason that he picked Rosh Hashanah was because that was a couple of days. So I'm going to scroll down here. You can see, according to the people of Jewish faith, when Rosh Hashanah was September 23rd, the 24th, etc. The Erev before that, sort of like the Eve the night before. Okay. Think about this for just a moment. The people of Jewish faith have rejected Messiah. So for the people of Jewish faith, a tenet of their faith, they must participate in the Jewish feasts and festivals. They have to. So they have been keeping the calendar for thousands and thousands of years. So don't you think the people who are required to know when Rosh Hashanah is, Yom Kippur, Feast of Trumpets, Sukkot, etc., all of them, don't you think they know when they are? Don't you think they're on God's calendar? So I have no idea what calendar this man Joshua is using, but think about that. If the Jewish people have the calendar figured out, which I believe they do, because they are required to. If this is what you think you need for salvation, wouldn't you do your darndest to get the calendar right? The calendar that they've been keeping for thousands of years. So I'm going to scroll down for just a moment. I want to go over here to the next month. So October will load because I want you to see that. So there it says October 8th. It's just Sukkot. But I am convinced the people of Jewish faith know what God says in his word, when these celebrations are. They've been doing this for thousands of years. So I have no idea why he thinks now that it's a different date, but Psalm 81, verse 3 says this: blow the trumpet at the time of the new moon, at the full moon on our solemn feast day. The people of Jewish faith, they know when the new moon is. They know when the full moon is. They have this all figured out. I know that these particular feasts and festivals, I know which are in the spring, I know which are in the fall, but I always go to this online site to tell me exactly when they are. So Leviticus 23, verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, holy convocations, which you shall proclaim at their appointed times. On the 14th day of the first month at twilight is the Lord's Passover, and on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread. To the Lord 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. Don't you think the people that have been doing this for thousands of years know when the 14th day of the month is? They know when the 15th day of the month is. Don't you think they have this figured out? So I'm sorry to say that, but he knows nothing about Judaism. And this is why we have to understand Jesus was Jewish. These people are participating in feasts and festivals that God established in his word. Armor Up We Ride at Dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.